My name is Stephanie Saylor, and this is a visual phasing workshop. We will be discussing how to insert your chromosome browser results into your visual phasing template. You will need to do 3 autosomal DNA comparisons and 3 xDNA comparisons to fill your chromosome data into your template. There is a table on the screen with siblings being represented by letters, describing what each of these 3 comparisons will need to be for both autosomal and xDNA, but this is also listed in your template. Each of these bullets you see listed on your template should now read 2 of your siblings' names, so John and Casey. And then this one would be Casey and Michael, and this would be Michael and John. And these would be the 2 siblings you would be comparing with each other, and then you would insert the chromosome browser results just under that bullet that correspond to the chromosome number and the 2 siblings compared. So for chromosome 19, sibling Q and sibling Z's comparison would go right here, but only the information for chromosome 19. The comparison between sibling Q and sibling Z would be first on each autosome and the X chromosome in this template. So I would do that comparison first. And I would then take my chromosome browser results for both data and position and snip out just the chromosome I need. So in this case, I've got chromosome 4, the position and the graphics data for those chromosome browser results. And I would snip this out and I would insert it into the template in the first position. And then I'd move to the slide for chromosome 5 and I'd snip out the same information, but it would say chromosome 5 here and here. And I continue this process until all the autosomes are inserted. Or if I did the X chromosome comparison, I'd insert the X chromosome data. I would also recommend a set of slides at the end of your document with all of your chromosome browser data and the source for those comparisons between the different siblings. And I put both the autosomes and the X chromosomes data in these slides according to who I'm comparing, sibling 1 and sibling 2. This is because these chromosome browser results we're inserting will eventually go away once we're done with this project. We will have, instead of the chromosome browser results, we'll have a map here, here, and here, where siblings Q's map for their DNA to their 4 grandparents, sibling Z's map for their DNA going to their 4 grandparents, and sibling X's map the DNA that they share with their 4 grandparents. So these chromosome browser results will be removed from the slides that say chromosomes 1 through 22 as well as X. And we need this information for later on to say where we got the results we're going to get for our map. When you insert all 3 comparisons listed in your template, sibling Q, sibling Z, sibling X with sibling Q, and sibling X with sibling Z, your template will look something like this, but hopefully with the names of your siblings here, here, and here. This will be from one comparison between sibling Z and sibling Q. This will come from a different comparison you'll do in GEDmatch between siblings X and sibling Q. And this would be from a whole nother comparison in GEDmatch between sibling X and sibling Z. So 3 separate comparisons just to fill in this one chromosome's information to start our project. I would recommend that you do the first listed comparison first and insert it for every chromosome, and then move on to the second comparison and insert the position and graphic data for that second comparison. Then, of course, move on to the third. Pause the video and insert your chromosome browser graphics and positional data into your template from your 3 comparisons in GEDmatch.